Hello everyone, I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News. I want to talk to you today about the United Nations global warming climate change scam. The book of Revelation lets us know, obviously, that there is going to be a communistic world government set up just before the second coming of Jesus Christ. Well, I want to let you know that this is already functioning in the world today. Of course, after World War II, the United Nations was founded as an international organization to maintain peace and security by developing friendly relationships between nations and promoting social progress. The idea behind this institution actually sounds good until you realize that the original charter that was written for the United Nations to function on and what they still adhere to today was written by a communist spy, Alger Hiss. So once you know that that there's a communistic agenda driving the mechanics of the United Nations still today, it's easy to see how and why the global elitists have been able to work from within the UN to build a world government, a communistic world government. You say, well, how are they doing this? Well, one of the core belief systems of communism or socialism is wealth redistribution. There's haves and have-nots, and they want to equal the playing field. So anytime you hear a politician advocating wealth redistribution, they are promoting a communist agenda. So how is the United Nations communist agenda planning to spread the wealth? Well, what they've done is they've created this life-threatening global crisis, global warming and climate change. They say it's man-made. Well, it's all a hoax. Then they pass laws regulating industry and spread the wealth from wealthy developed nations to underdeveloped nations. They're trying to even out the playing field of the world because communists believe in wealth redistribution and spreading the playing field out evenly. So this is exactly what cap and trade laws and the carbon trading system is designed to do. It's simply a scheme. It wouldn't even if global warming was real, this scheme wouldn't help it any. All they're trying to do is redistribute the wealth. So all it is a scheme put together by global elitists to redistribute the wealth of the world. Cap and trade and the carbon credit trading system. So what's the goal here? What are they trying to do? Well, it's compliance to a communistic world governing body to get the world to comply to their edicts. And the global warming climate change deception is one of the ways. It's the life-threatening crisis that the United Nations has chosen to get us there. You say, well, is the carbon cap and trade laws, are they already functioning? Sure, Europe is already compliant with cap and trade laws, and they just implemented cap and trade laws here in California within the last month or two. So it's already functioning here in the United States, and global warming, climate change is a complete hoax. But yet it's what the United Nations and these global elitists are trying to do to spread the wealth from wealthy, developed nations to poor, underdeveloped nations. They're trying to spread the wealth around because communists believe that the state should rule and control all industry and own all industry and run it, and then they decide how to spread the wealth out, not the people. It's to put down a capitalist society and bring in a communistic, socialistic society. So you say, well, wow, man, we should be alarmed. Absolutely, but thankfully, for those of us that are paying attention, none of this is surprising since the Bible already prophesies that there's going to be established a world government just before the second coming of Jesus Christ. And this lets us know with the rapid rate that the prophecies are being fulfilled, it lets us know that this event can't be very far off. We're watching the world government being set up in Revelation 13, Revelation 17, they predict the world government. Well, we're watching that being set up now with these cap and trade laws and this carbon trading system because of this global warming climate change hoax. Anytime you read this in the news, oh, the global warming, the earth's heating up, cooling down. It's been doing that every day since the Lord created the earth. There's been climate change every day. Today it might be 70, tomorrow it might be 50 and raining. Boom, the climate just changed. But it's not man-made. Man cannot control the temperatures of the earth. So it's all a hoax. It's all about compliance to a communistic world governing system. And we wanted to keep you up to date. You can go to the news and look up hundreds of articles on this stuff to let you know what we're saying is true. It's all a communistic world governing being set up by global elitists. So thank you for watching. I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries, and this is your Prophecy in the News.